Please welcome 2022 NADA Chairman Michael Alford.
Thank you, Danny, and welcome to Dallas. It's great to be here. The year was 1998. I'd been a dealer for 6 months, 3 in a brand new facility. We had close to 5,000 people on the premises for our grand opening, mostly families with small kids. The event exceeded our wildest expectations. There was a traffic jam, an excited crowd, but we weren't expecting the tornado that nearly touched down. It's hard to believe that that was 25 years ago. I was a brand new dealer, so green, so leveraged, and so damn lucky. A metaphorical tornado appeared in 2008. The financial crisis struck. It was a time of upheaval, a time of resilience, of prayer, of perseverance, and renewal. Once again, the spirit of America's car dealers manifested itself. Together, we weathered this crisis. As dealer entrepreneurs, we took risks, big risks. There was uncertainty wherever we went. These stories are not unique to any of us. Every person in this room who has taken on the responsibility of a dealership takes on risk and uncertainty. It's in our nature and our destiny. Do our bets always win? Not always. Do the risks our OEMs ask us to take always pan out? Yeah, that's a no. Speaking of our OEMs, they are living with uncertainty too. The transition to EVs, especially in the short time frame some envision, is not a sure bet. They are making decisions based on the futures of their companies, but the risks we take and that our OEMs take, they make us stronger. They make us wiser and more resilient. But just because we take risks together doesn't mean we agree on everything. But we agree on this. We are working together in a single ecosystem. We are connected by the desire to provide an unrivaled customer experience. Now, I happen to believe that our partnerships are stronger than they've ever been. But the uncertainty is why we all feel unsettled. And let me be blunt, there are areas of concern: the evolution to electrification, the natural progression to a more robust omni-channel retail experience, the upheaval of the supply chain, questions about inventory levels. I think these have us all on edge. But this is exactly why the relationship between dealers and OEMs is critical. When we embrace the reality that auto manufacturing and retailing are not separate entities, but are components of a single evolving ecosystem, then we have to collaborate. We must continue to work together, continue to talk on the big issues, and continue to keep our customers first. To guide these evolving business models, we knew our work needed to be based on our shared values for the future of automotive retail. So this past year, the NADA board, our leadership, and stakeholders gathered to define these values. We created a playbook, a roadmap for dealers and allies to remain strong and to move forward in the same direction. It's called NADA's Guiding Principles. These principles highlight what's most critical to dealers. They identify the many areas of common ground between dealers and OEMs. They provide a pathway for our franchise system to flourish. These guiding principles address 5 crucial areas of our business: the franchise system, downstream revenue, allocation reservations, data, and efficiencies. And these guiding principles clearly state that dealers hold these fundamental beliefs. The dealer franchise system is the most consumer-friendly, efficient, and effective model of distribution for motor vehicles in the U.S. We firmly oppose different regulatory requirements for direct sellers for the distribution of vehicles in the U.S. We are for reducing distribution costs, but we are opposed to OEM to dealer cost shifting that benefits only the OEM. We'll never agree on everything, but these principles show us how to disagree well. If we can effectively demonstrate how these principles will benefit our customers, 90% of the heavy lifting is done. Because dealers and legacy OEMs are better equipped to provide real, sustainable, and market-wide customer satisfaction than direct sellers. And that is proven to be true already. We already know from the largest study of future EV buyers that the vast majority of them prefer the local dealership model to direct sales. We also know that local dealerships are crushing direct sellers when it comes to CSI. Cadillac, Infiniti, and Mercedes-Benz held top spots in customer satisfaction among 25 luxury brands. The direct sellers scored 21st, 23rd, and 25th, bottom of the barrel. We also know that direct sellers are buying up land and putting up stores, but they don't come close to dealerships. We know that 11,000 Tesla owners went to GM dealers to get their Teslas fixed in the last 2 years alone because of the failures of a direct sales model. And we know that one EV manufacturer was so desperate to learn about auto retailing that they literally picked up the phone, they called the NADA Academy and asked, hey, could we have your training materials? The answer to that was also no. So this is why we've been so committed to dialogue with our OEMs. When we work together, we win. This is why we constantly say that dealers are truly essential to the future of ICE and EVs. And that's why virtually all OEMs recognize publicly that their dealers are a competitive advantage that direct sellers can only dream of. And it's why we emphasize that dealer entrepreneurs will never be robotic agents of far-off manufacturers. Agents can't provide a unique retail experience. Only a local dealership network can provide the personal relationship that consumers want. And that's why the work will continue long after I leave the stage. This year has reminded me of another truth. Dealers never quit. We never stop learning. When challenges arise, we choose to respond. The strength of the NADA team is unmatched. Mike Stanton is leading our association through these times with vision and courage. Your next chairman, Jeff Pohanka, is uniquely qualified to take on the mantle. NADA runs in his blood. As for me, I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I couldn't have managed without the support of my team, my friends in the industry, OEMs and ATAEs throughout the nation, my dealership family, and of course, my own family, my kids, Sutton, Allie, and Camden. And speaking of risk takers, my wonderful wife, Alicia, who took the greatest risk of all 33 years ago when she agreed to marry me. So I love you, babe. So to my fellow dealer entrepreneurs who I've been so privileged to represent, my message is this: continue to be entrepreneurial, be risk takers, be ever present in your communities, and be the fearless owners the world needs you to be. I thank you for an unforgettable year. Thank you.